It's the Miracle on 34th Street. Yo, what a spectacular play last night. Can we all agree? Now, I gotta say, if this game was real and not rigged, because of course I do hear some people saying this, if this game was real, which it appears that it was, and then there was some weird plays that the Spurs were making later on in the game. But overall, enjoyable game. You know, we can save that whole conspiracy theory for another video. But for the most part, the game, super exciting. Can we not all agree? The biggest comeback in, well, not only in sports, but I think it's also the biggest comeback in finals history. The biggest comeback in finals history, definitely playoffs history. Can we roll the tape real quick? Yeah, I love how they put the Kanye West beat over the jump.
If young Metro don't trust you, I'm gonna shoot you. Beautiful morning, get the sun in my morning, babe. Nothing to know.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying. This right here is one of the greatest plays that have ever been done. E, shout you out. I'm going to have to jump back on this talk because I think they flagged it for the Kanye song. And I'm going to come back to speak on Wemby because I know some people were saying that. Wemby is just slightly good role player. Wemby better as a bench player. I can see that. I'll jump right back on for you. Somebody saying that Wemby is a better player. Man, I got to just say, the way the Spurs went out last night was pretty crazy. It was pretty crazy. And I'm not sure if all of it was really legit. But like I said earlier, I want to save that for another video. This video, I just want to talk about the great athleticism, this game winning shot that was needed to happen. There was a few other plays, though, of course, that were made before this that just brought it back. I mean, I got to say, man, the Knicks got a lot of passion and they play with a lot of heart. They definitely play with a lot of heart. So I got to say shout out to them for that. I like it when players play with this type of passion. And the other part of the video that I wanted to mention was, what about the Wu-Tang, man? Yeah, what about the Wu-Tang Clan? A lot of people were saying that after the Wu came on, the whole momentum shift. It was like a momentum shift, is what they said. Or maybe it was the image that they were flagging. Yeah, let me see if I can pull this up where I have clips of the RZA. And there was a scene too where what's his name? Brunson, when he was going for the shot, and there was a layup that he made, and then when he fell down, he fell right into the RZA, or RZA was there courtside, and he fell right into the RZA. And then the RZA like picked him up. And when the RZA picked him up, I was like, oh, yeah, you know what? I think it's going to be a good game. I think they're going to come back. This is when they were coming back. It wasn't right when they came back, but it was when they were coming back. But we also have the RZA that was outside. And this is what's kind of cool about New York, man. You don't really see this in L.A. too much. You just see L.A. in L.A. or something like that. Or, you know, this is probably the only other big city that can compete with this. Usually they just jump in their cars and then that's it. But here in New York, the cool thing is that we actually have celebrities that are outside partying with the fans. You got A$AP Rocky, Rihanna, the RZA. I think what was it? I don't know how to pronounce his name right now. Shumpert, or yeah, one of the NBA players from the Knicks. He went up in there and jumped in. Yeah, man. Let's play this.
This ain't nothing to fuck with. If you ain't bring the ruckus, New York, this ain't nothing to fuck with. If you want beef, then bring the ruckus. New York, this ain't nothing to fuck with. If you want beef, then bring the ruckus.
Wait, they said the Wu-Tang Knicks at first.
New York, this ain't nothing to fuck with. If you want beef, then bring the ruckus. New York, this ain't nothing to fuck with. If you want beef, then bring the ruckus. New York, this ain't nothing to fuck with.
Yeah, man. They're definitely getting hype in New York. We were going all around, looking at all the highlights, looking at the watch parties. Yeah, man, this is a big deal. This is a big deal for the city. And like I said, man, it's important that New York wins this for hip-hop and for the city. A lot of people were actually saying that once Wu-Tang went out at the halftime show, that this is when it started to take off. Like, this is when they started to, like, ball. They started making plays. I mean, it was kind of crazy how it is, man. How it's like you have the first quarter, or the first half, shall I say, that they were trailing and getting beat by how many points? I think it was like nearly 30. And then all of a sudden, they come back after the halftime show. But then it also makes me think, man, when I seen all the celebrities there, I know we can all speak about that. It makes you wonder, when you see all of the celebrities that are there, it makes you wonder, are they just trying to make New York win? Because the money, man, the money, right? Like Spike Lee saying that he spent $500,000 on the tickets. It really kind of makes you wonder if this could be all for show in some ways, because we just got way too many celebrities that are partying with everybody and partying with the people, and I just sometimes ask myself, is this really legit? Like, we already had people talking about Taylor Swift, right? And if y'all are wondering who the other two girls that are with her that have those shirts on, I think their name is the Haim sisters. And they're pretty dope. You know, I've actually seen them live before, so they're actually a pretty good band. But it's kind of interesting how we have all these people. And you know, did you hear about, of course, how Jerry Seinfeld and some other people were getting harassed outside? But we don't need to get into that. You know, like I said, we'll save all the politics and conspiracy theories for another day. The main part that we're speaking about is the celebrations and the parties. I mean, all over these other social media apps, they were going in. I like the fact that Ben Stiller had even mentioned that Wu-Tang was the game changer. And I like the part, let me see if I can find it real quick. I like the part where Method Man came up, you know, and didn't I say this in the other video? I said this in the other video where I said Wu-Tang Clan needs to have at least 5 members show up. They have to have at least 5 members show up for it to be called the Wu-Tang Clan. And I said, I hope that Method Man shows up. Did I not predict that? Did I not predict that? Man, come on, man. You guys got to give me an award just for that. You can go back and look at my other stream. I said I predicted all of this. I said that Wu-Tang is going to have at least 5 members showed up, which I believe they had about that, maybe 4 or 5. Close enough. I said that Method Man needs to be there, which he was. And then I also said that they need to do Cream. They have to do Cream. And not only why do they have to do Cream? They have to do Cream because of all the rich people in the crowd. All the rich people who are sitting courtside, who have $500,000, you know, to spin on a courtside ticket in Manhattan. But there was a scene where Meth said, he's like, where he did the METHOD, man. They probably were like, Method Man was probably like, oh, the only way I'm gonna come out is if I do Method Man. Should have did Ice Cream. But I like where Meth was like trying to get the crowd back into the game, because you understand when they did this performance, they were down by like nearly 30 points. And then not only that, I said this on Twitter, which a lot of people agreed with. I feel that Wu-Tang should have did an encore performance when everybody was hanging out at the Garden after the win. Like everybody was just hanging out over there looking like they wanted to party. They should have had like Wu-Tang come back and do some more songs. Like they should have said, okay, in case they win, we'll just have Wu-Tang just come through and just close this night out. Like just rock the crowd for like another hour. That would have been so dope, man. Cause you don't know. You don't know, man. The Knicks might they might close this out in San Antonio on Saturday. They might close it out. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see what happens. But yeah, man, what do you guys think? Game 6, Game 7?
Styles a headshot. Wham, it got hit. You be like, oh, that's the jam. Let's go, New York. Let's bring the energy back up.
Yeah, I like that part there. Let's go, New York. Let's bring the energy back up. Yo, we got to give credit to Method Man, man, and the Wu-Tang Clan.
New York, jam. Let's go, New York. Let's bring the energy back up. Hey, yo, the Garden, what's up?
Dope, man. I don't think you guys really understand, man. I don't think you guys understand, some of y'all hip-hop heads, like what this means, at least for the city of New York. And that was right, man, that they went out there and they brought the energy back up for the most part. I mean, what a tough performance that must have been, man. Your team is down 30 points in the half, and it could go, and it's going back to San Antonio. And the fact that if you lose this game, the odds do not look in your favor anymore, and you haven't won a you haven't won a finals since hip hop was born in your city, and we have the Wu-Tang Clan performing at the halftime show. How crazy is this, man? How crazy is this? It almost feels like it's scripted. It almost feels like it, man. Like, has things gotten so crazy to where now we have to script real events? I don't know. I don't know, man. It does seem like a movie. It seems like a movie that a lot of us probably experienced all together. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the funny thing is, too, is that I heard some people talking about, you know, like I said, I mean, I used to really follow sports like this, but I don't really follow sports like the way I used to. But I got to say, this has been an exciting series. But, man, it's funny when I look at what some of these people were saying. Let me see if I can pull some of it up. And, you know, like one of these guys, what is it, the owner of Barstool Sports, him and Skip Bayless and all them were going online last night. I was just listening to some of their takes. And they were just going on online speaking about how they just couldn't even sleep last night. I mean, how could you, right? After a game like that, it might be a little difficult, man. That's another reason why I can't get into sports sometimes, man. I can't take the adrenaline rush anymore. Like, it's just too much anxiety sometimes. Like, watching that game yesterday just gave me, like, anxiety. You know, all the way to it really did go down to the wire, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to talk about a game that went down to the wire, okay? And like I said, man, I've been watching basketball since probably before a lot of y'all were born. I know a lot of people will say that, right? I've been watching basketball before a lot of y'all were born. And I got to say, man, that was probably one of the craziest basketball games I have ever seen.
All right, it's a gloomy, rainy day here, and I got to go to confessional. I didn't sleep
on the screen
last night because of that basketball game. I think I hate the Spurs now, like legitimately. DeAndre Fox, like you have the basketball IQ of an absolute ant. Just hold the. First of all, a million turnovers. I don't have a problem with shooting threes. Everyone's they shoot 8 threes in a row. There are open gym threes. It's a make-miss league. All DeAndre Fox has to do is hold the ball, get fouled, game's over. And I don't know if it's in my personality. I don't know if it's just me being a Boston fan. I hate the Knicks now. Like, I've always hated New York sports teams. But watching their fans celebrate in that arena, and people who aren't even like basketball fans, and like just made my skin crawl on a level I can't even describe. And like they're egging Wembyana going back to the hotel. They're rioting in the streets. They're fighting with cops. I just hate it. I just had Ben Stiller and his black and white documentary. Chalamet just goes to all of these games, and Taylor Swift, I'm a fan. She's celebrating. I'm sick of her. Her and now the Jenners are friends. The whole thing I hate. I hate it all. Like, I like Larry, Curb Your Enthusiasm. I like Seinfeld. I hate them. Scooter Braun, I've always hated him. Big Tits McGee Sweeney, where's she from? Hate her. What is Haley Bieber doing at the game? Take Ray. Take from Canada. I hate you.
This is just some Boston activity. But I do see his point, because this is the reason why a lot of people talk trash about LA and stuff like that, and how it's like so superficial, which I understand his point. I'm not mad at his point at all, but yeah. I thought he was going to actually take it on a different angle than that, but yeah. Who is cool with all of the celebrities being at the game? And that's another reason why I say New York had to win this game, because of all the celebrities and all the money. Let's get some likes going, man, so we can get the algorithm going, get more people up in here. Not sure if Pac was tripping what we were saying, but it's all good. We're going to go ahead and say this one anyways. Yeah, man, I'm not sure if they were just hating on all celebrities anyways, but all I'm saying, though, is that hip-hop started in New York the same year that the Knicks won the championship. So it's only right that the Knicks win this championship. They have to win this championship, which most likely they will. In this championship, because most teams that have gone up 3-1 in a series, I think they said the odds of them winning is like over 95%, probably higher than that, but I think it's at least 95% or more. And as they should, because they can't really, I wouldn't say that they could afford to lose a game, but if they did, then, you know, they're still up 3-2. So, but man, oh man, I gotta tell you, man, that comeback. Let's see if I can go back to that shot. That comeback that he did with that tip.
If young Metro don't trust you, I'm gonna shoot you. Beautiful morning. If young Metro don't.
I like how they put the Kanye West song on that edit. Yeah, man. That game is a game that went down to the wire. To the wire, man. I've never seen a game go down to the wire like that before. I mean, I think I have, maybe with Jordan. A few others. Yeah, they've probably done it sometimes. But, man. It seems like it's been a long time since you've seen something like that. Like, especially at this level, at a finals game. That's the other point I want to make. Like, yeah, we might have seen this before in some games, but I think we all can agree that it makes it a lot different when it's a finals game. And yo, man, the power of that timing for, you know, like if we go back to the shot right here with Brunson, when he took that shot, to be honest with you, I was like, nah, man, I don't know if that's the shot to take, especially over Wemby. I was like, that's a tough shot to make, man. If he would have hit that shot, the crowd would have gone crazy, like they already did. It was a deep three. But I think with that tip in, made it even more crazier, man. That tip in made it way more crazier. Like, that's just because when he missed, everybody was just like, ugh. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, here comes OG. Bam. Bang. Crowd goes wild. What a good game to watch from the beginning, too. You know what I mean? Like, pretty much. Like, I'm happy that I watched this game from the beginning, because sometimes, you know, I'll tune in a little bit later. I even said that I was just more curious to watch the halftime show. But I'm glad that I took the time to actually watch this game and said, you know what? I want to watch this game from the beginning. So glad that I did, man, because it was definitely an exciting game. It seemed like a game that you would see in a movie. Not to mention the greatest comeback in finals history, right? But you see, looking at it from Spurs fans, and I do have a few friends that are Spurs fans, looking at it from their point of view, I haven't yet to get their takes on this, but it's like, what happened? What happened, man? Like that one guy was saying in the very beginning. He was saying, like, the guy could have just held the ball. They were already up by 1. I don't understand. I don't understand that. I don't understand what he was thinking right there. Like, that play, and like I said, I don't want to get conspiracy theorists. Some people are saying that he threw the game on purpose, because how could you make a mistake like that? But I'm also thinking, like, yeah, man, what were you thinking, dude? What were you thinking? Like, anybody in a regular basketball game would know to just hold the ball and run the clock and get fouled. It's so weird. It's so weird when you really think about it, man. But here we are. Knicks up 3-1. Yo, and the fact that they're showing the game, I don't know if this is true or not, but the fact that they're showing the game in Times Square on all the screens. I mean, there's another clip. There's another clip that I'll find. But yeah, all these fans going crazy. There was a really good post that I saw of just like everybody in the city of New York just like doing it up. Oh yeah, here it is. And they got the orange and blue broom. Smart. Yo, for real though? For real? Like, New York is so lit right now. I mean, check this out, man. And I don't know, like, we got a lot of AI going on these days, but the fact that they're showing the whole game in Times Square on all the screens, crazy, man. It's like one of those Marvel comic movies. It's like one of those superhero movies where you see Spider-Man or someone like that, or the person or the villain who's like going after Spider-Man, and he finds a way to hack into the system and then puts himself all over the screen in Times Square and all over the world. You know what I mean? It's like straight up like one of those movies, man. Could it be? Could it be like that, man? Because this is just crazy. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen a city, if I must say, I don't think I've ever seen a city come through like this, man. Have y'all? I mean, y'all tell me, man. Like, I don't think I've ever seen in any sports, maybe in soccer. I mean, this kind of looks like the equivalent of soccer right now, of what you see like in another country, not in this country. But like of what, like all these people watching, all these people jumping around, dancing. I mean, I'm sure now it has embraced the city and all the videos of going online. It's probably obviously making more people want to go. I mean, I thought to myself, I might want to take a trip to New York. That's what I was thinking. What a moment in history, man. And that crowd goes all the way back. Yo. I don't know if this was outside of Madison Square Garden. And I'm just looking at the happy moments. Like, I know that we got scenes of them throwing eggs at Wemby and throwing, you know, doing all this stuff at the players. I know we're not trying to focus on the negativity. We always got crazy fans everywhere. People try to say, oh, this team's got the worst fans or that team's got the worst fans. I mean, I will say New York fans are definitely eccentric. But I mean, come on, man. How many Super Bowl wins or other things have we seen where people win and then people start trashing stuff? I don't understand the Five Guys thing, though, why they started trashing that. I don't, yeah, I don't know. But you got to admit, man. Let's bookmark that. Saw something that might be another video. A$AP Rocky and A$AP Rocky, man. I gotta say, he came. I guess I gotta find it. He came to the Knicks game, man. And now I get it. He was wearing an orange suit, so that's why, and it was because of the Knicks. But at first I was just like, man, that's got to be the ugliest suit that I have ever seen. And then now I get it. I get it now because he wanted to come in support of the Knicks. But I just thought, like, this one guy has said that New York has turned into Gotham City, which I wouldn't doubt. And like I said, I didn't want to show too many videos of, you know, the fights and people breaking stuff and all that. Besides, we also want to keep the video, you know, clean. But some of this is kind of crazy, man. Like, I wonder if the police are going to be bringing out riot gear to the next game just to prepare in case of what could happen in New York. Chaos in the streets. They said also that DoorDash wasn't even delivering food because of what was going on in the streets. The streets were just too crazy. Don't know if that's true or not. Could be an allegation, but still. Yeah, I don't know if I want to see this video. Never mind. Never mind. Yeah, man, the streets of New York is lit right now, man. If you're out in the East Coast right now, I think that this is definitely the place to be. Just don't get involved with the police, man. Just don't get involved with the police. That's all. I think this is the one I'm looking for right here. Let me pull this one up because it is good that you guys see this. Yeah, man, historical event. It's going to be really interesting to see this parade. I know people like Spike Lee got to be so happy because he was talking about, I think he even said in a video that he was going to leave New York if they didn't win. Hold on. This must have been the earlier video. Holy fuck! Yeah, okay. So now everybody's saying Nixon 5. I remember everybody was originally saying 6. Holy fuck! Damn. This game has really brought the city together, man. Like, I don't think I've ever seen New York popping like this. Look at that, man. Look how many people are right there, man. That's like New Year's, man. That's like even more popping than New Year's was. Like, I don't even think I remember watching New Year's on New York and Manhattan where they do all the performances and stuff. I don't even think it was popping that much for New Year's. Like, New York is going crazy right now, man, in these streets. Imagine this. Imagine being out there for right now during all this. Popping, man. Yeah, so anyways, yeah, that's pretty classic, man. I gotta say, that right there is classic. So, yeah, man, I just wanted to say real quick that the Wu-Tang, Knicks comeback game that literally went down to the wire. Man, I don't know what to tell y'all, man. I don't know what to tell y'all. One of the greatest, like, I mean, it's already considered the greatest comeback in sports history. So that's one thing that's cool. And I think the Knicks have done it before, right? They did it, not that drastic, but they did do a comeback that was similar, right? But I got to say, man, yeah, man. We gonna see what happens with this series and what happens with the city of New York. I think I was saying the other day that we're going to probably see a lot more rappers that are going to start coming out of New York now. Get ready for that. So, you know, before we get up out of here, let's just see if we can watch a few of the highlights. I want to see some of the highlights because there were a lot of plays too, I think, that got overlooked. Of course, everybody's going to be, you know, looking at the game-winning shot. But there were a few other plays that were pretty impressive, especially with that one guy. I think his name was Towns. I'm not a big Knicks fan, but I do want the Knicks to win this series. You know what I mean? So I understand. I'm not out there trying to be a fake fan or a bandwagon fan. But there was a play right here where I think he passes the ball to Towns and then Towns hits this three-pointer right here where he gets into the corner, backs up, pushes him back, hits the three at the shot, falls into the Spurs bench, no foul called. Like right there, I feel like they could have easily had a foul call. Easily. But no foul called. Great. And I feel like I saw this play. I was watching this play straight up. I feel like this play that he made was the game changer, because this is when they were still on the verge of coming back. And I forgot how many points they were down by right here, but I know they were still down by a lot. Like it was at least like 10 or 15 points. And it's like the fourth quarter. So this is everything counts. Everything counts. And we're in the finals. Like I said, we probably have seen things like this before, but not at this stage. Not at this level. Okay? So this shot right here, and he did it in the Spurs bench's face. Beautiful. Yeah, he should have got the foul there on that call. This three right here, great shot, OG. This was a play right here that didn't make any sense to me. But like I said, we'll get into the conspiracy theories later. That play right there, didn't understand that. But all right, let's go. We'll take it. Sorry, that was buffering a little bit. Hold on. Oh, yeah, this play right here was a great play, too. I mean, I got to tell you, man, Towns, I guess you could kind of say Towns really went to town right here, man, where he just sized up Wemby, and Wemby's also a lot taller than him. Like, I mean, I think he's taller than everybody on the court, it's safe to say. But that play right there where he gives the ball to Wemby, or he gives the ball to Towns, and Towns just takes Wemby to town, so to speak. Some beautiful basketball, man. Beautiful. Wait, let me just close this one down right here real quick. I know it was buffering a little bit. Don't want it to buffer too much for you guys. That's just classic right there. That scene right there of New York is just crazy classic. So yeah, just forgive me this part right here. Yeah, I mean, I'm glad it paused right there where he ducked down, took him to the court, was just. Or I guess it wants to buffer right there. But yeah, that part right there, man. That was another part where it was just like, man, you can't hate on it. You can't hate on the move. Oh, they could have called that though. See, that play right there was a little interesting. So I think if you go to Twitter right now, the NBA has the whole fourth quarter, or pretty much the most important part of the fourth quarter. Yeah, man. Crazy. Crazy. Yeah, Madison Square Garden going off that shit. See, some of these plays look kind of weird, but you know, like I said, I'm a New York man. I didn't like that shot. You hear the crowd with the announcer, but I can be. loses it right there. Yeah, maybe it could be, man. They got so much more emotion than the Spurs, too. Damn. Adrenaline rush. Yeah, man, I gotta say, it's been an exciting series. The ref just like walked by and looked at him kind of like, yeah, okay. Yeah, man. Hey, I'm happy for them. I'm happy for the city of New York. Shout out to New York. Shout out all that, man. That's pretty dope. It's definitely an exciting series. Like I said, teams that go up 31-1 usually go on to win the series. So most likely they are going to win the series. They should win the series, and they better win the series for the city of New York and for hip hop. So yes, it's going to be great to see how this pans out. And my other point that I want to make on top of this is that I'd love to see what happens at the parade. Like what they're going to do at the parade, man. Like if the parade's going to be like who might perform, if they might even have a performance at a parade or something like that. I mean, geez, the city of New York is going to be so lit during that parade. Like everybody's about to take the day off of work. Everybody's about to take the day off of work for that parade, man. They got to do that parade on a Friday or something. Like, do that, man, do that parade on a Friday. I mean, I got to say, I might have to take a trip to New York, man. Yeah, I didn't understand the Spurs, though, breakdown towards the end of the game. I didn't understand it. I mean, they seemed like they were a completely different team. So did the Knicks, though, too. The Knicks seemed like they were a pretty different team, though, too. Like I said, I mean, I pretty much saw the whole game. I just didn't see the first quarter. So by the time I started tuning in, they were already down by like 25 or something. And I was just like, what the heck just happened? What did I miss? I was like, Drake, what did I miss? But, you know, they came back, man, and I'm glad that I saw that comeback. That dude was balling too, Antonio. But yeah, man. So I think it's the next game obviously is in San Antonio over the weekend. And if there is another game, then that will be where? Will that be back in? Will that also be in San Antonio or back in New York? That's what I'm wondering. No, like that place pretty weird. Yeah, we already saw that. But there was another one where they almost had a backcourt violation. I don't know if it was New York or whoever. Okay, it's playing now. That move right there, I just wanted to see it more time. That move was so fire, dude. Like, I like how they're letting them play too. I love the fact they didn't call it out. Because that could have been a foul. Because he even looked back at him like, man. That's also the play, man. Towns be balling. I got to give him, man. He balling. And the dude's taller than him, too. Step back. Boom. All right. Shh. It's okay. One more time. That's just beautiful basketball. Step back. Balling. You see, and it. On the court. This is during the finals. Right there. You see right there. Finals. This is the championship. This is for the chip. This is for the ring. This is a very big deal. This is where the men prove that they're men amongst the boys. This is where the boys become men. I gotta say, man, he definitely stepped up during this game. It's almost like I wonder who's going to get the MVP, because I know they do an MVP for the playoffs, most valuable player, but I think they also do one for the finals. They may give it to Brunson, but I don't know, man. I almost feel like Towns deserves the MVP. Even though OG made that game-winning shot, I just feel like overall Towns has made a lot of plays that were just straight up beautiful, man. Straight beautiful, man. All right, we might watch it one more time and then we're going to get up out of here. Thank you guys, though, for tuning in. I hope you guys like, subscribe to the channel. We're going to try to be bringing these streams to you at least every other day if possible. Sometimes I go in the night, sometimes I go in the daytime, just depending on the schedule. But yeah, man. That shot right there, man. Brilliant. A lot of people were questioning Fox's moves. A lot of people were questioning what was he doing on the court. I was wondering that too. I think he's the one that went to the free throw line or that drove the ball, and he could have held the ball at the last quarter but decided not to. It was very strange. This isn't the play, but it was another play. Bad shot, too, by the way. That was just, like, this shot doesn't really make sense. I mean, he probably could have hit that. But, look, there's nobody under the rim to grab the rebound just in case if it missed. Like, look, man, I played organized ball. Usually when you take a shot like that, unless you're just 100% sure that you can make that, you usually will shoot the ball when you know you got a couple rebounders under the rim. No rebounders under the rim. Plus, he shot that over a double team. I don't know. That was a bad shot selection. That shot did not make any sense to me. Now, that's a rarity. Nas partying with Taylor Swift. Didn't see that one. Man, they had pretty much everybody in the building for this one. Pretty much every celebrity from New York was in the building for this. And that wasn't from New York either. He was balling. See if we can see the play where Fox dribbles the ball down the court, and it's like, what the heck was he thinking? Another bad shot. Fat Joe with the jewelry on. That was the shot. That was the shot he was supposed to make when he took that last finals fourth quarter shot. Man, you got to give him props, man, for that. He was just dribbling circles around a lot of them. Yeah, I mean, I guess Brunson can't ball though. What's interesting too is that this is on the NBA's post, on the NBA's account, and it's like the NBA, I thought they're supposed to be unbiased, but they're showing all the highlights of the Knicks. They should be showing some of the highlights of the Spurs too. I mean, I guess they didn't have any highlights in the fourth quarter. Look at the two old white guys pointing down at him. Ah! See that right there? The two old white guys, they're all pointing down. Ah! They look like those Muppets on Sesame Street, the two old men that sit in the opera watching the game. Only ones that can afford those tickets. Them and celebrities. But yeah, man. The NBA, this is on the NBA's account. You would think that the NBA is supposed to be unbiased. At least that's what I thought. But I don't know, man. It seems right here that the NBA is definitely pushing the Knicks on this one. Crazy, man. Interesting. Just watching the highlights. Okay, so this is the tip. Lucky, man. Lucky. Well, they probably know that New York is partying harder than everybody else, so that's why they're showing New York. All right. Yeah, man. Clutch game, clutch shooting. We gonna see what happens. I gotta tell you, man. They definitely made it emotional. The NBA definitely did a great job of promoting a dramatic story. So I give them that. This story was definitely very dramatic. It was like watching a movie. This is probably why Ben Stiller is documenting this, because he probably knows that the Knicks are going to win. He might have just been wrong about the series and like what they were going to win and how much they were going to win. But there's a possibility that he might have known something. But the Knicks are playing good, man. They are playing good. Like, I watched a few of their playoff games. Pretty exciting. I even said to myself, I hope they go to the finals. But yeah, we shall see what happens, man. But yeah, shout out again to New York. Shout out to the Knicks. Shout out to the Wu-Tang Clan. Oh, wow. Thank you. Thank you to the Wu-Tang Clan. Like, imagine if they don't even come back to New York. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people probably hope that they close this series out. But there's a possibility that they could go back to New York, right? And if they won in New York, that would definitely be bigger. I mean, I don't think anybody wants that to happen. But if they can win in New York, That would be great because let me just search this real quick. Next games for Knicks. Let me see what it says real quick. Well, it's giving me the days, but I want to know where the games are going to be at. Okay. So I might be mistaken. I think they changed it up how the series goes, but game 5 will definitely be in San Antonio this weekend, and if necessary, the next game will be Tuesday. So there's a Sunday, Monday, so there's a 3 days off after the next game that's on Saturday. So that means that game 6, if necessary, would be in New York. That would be a big win. That would be a big win. Now, if this game goes back to New York and the Knicks win in New York, let me predict this now. I feel that I should go put some money on this right now, because if this happens, then most likely I'm going to go ahead and bet that, I was going to say 75% sure, but I'd say even maybe possibly more than that. I'd say I'm pretty sure that this game has been scripted and rigged. If it goes back to New York and they win game 6 of the championship in New York and Manhattan. That would be big. That would be big, but that would be too scripted, man. I think they need to go and close this out in San Antonio on Saturday. They need to close this out, not come back to the Garden, because that's going to be too much pressure. But man, oh man, what a great movie. What a great documentary that would be for Ben Stiller if they were to come back and win at the Garden. So, yeah, the fact that they're taking that many days off shows me that they're going back to the Garden for game 6 if necessary. But if they lose that game, then it's San Antonio game 7. But the Knicks have already proven that they can play under pressure. Well, they proved that too, that they can play under pressure at home. But they've also proven that they could play under pressure away. So I'm not too worried about the Knicks going back to San Antonio. As a matter of fact, they could be almost I haven't really watched a lot of their home games. I've actually watched a lot of their away games. But they kind of remind me a little bit of the Chicago Bulls in the 90s when they had Jordan and Pippen and all the other great players. They would usually fight back, come back, and win. But the other thing that I noticed about them was that I felt that they played better on the road. Like every time I watched Jordan, I felt like when the fans were screaming in his face and saying like, you suck, or you're a ball hog, or you don't know what's up. You suck at basketball. I feel like he used to play harder. He would play better, you know? And then I think it was like when he would get back home and play at home, I feel like he didn't play as hard. He didn't play as tough. But I felt like when he was on the road, I feel like Michael Jordan, I felt like he got something to prove. So I kind of get that same feeling from the Knicks. I feel like the Knicks play better on the road. So I'm not too worried about that if they have to go on the road. But I'll definitely say, though, that they need to close this out in San Antonio and not take any chances. Why? Because it's been so long since they've won. And you could tell, man, the city of New York needs this. They need this. They've probably been going through a lot out there, man, which is everything that's going on and everything that has happened out there. The city of New York definitely needs this. So I hope that they win. And like I said, man, they need to win. So, yeah, man. It's an interesting series. And like I said, and when they do that parade is going to be a good parade, man. It's going to be a great parade. And the party's going to be cracking out there, man. I already know that. I already know that, man. It's going to be, I mean, I'm sure it's already cracking in New York City right now. It's already cracking. Friday night, popping in New York. Everybody's getting ready. Saturday, if they win, the weekend is going to be on. Monday, the parade, most likely. Psh. Yo, no work on Monday. If you're in New York City and the Knicks close out on Saturday, 3-day weekend, y'all. 3-day weekend. Monday will be officially a holiday in New York City. Y'all are going to love it out there, man. So, yeah, man. I appreciate y'all. Thank you guys for tuning in to my stream. We'll probably be jumping back on, doing some more later in the days, later in the evening times. I appreciate it, yo. But like I said, man, at first, I didn't really care who wins this game. But now, after looking at what's going on in New York, after looking at the historical facts, after looking at the birth of hip-hop, I have now said to myself that I want the Knicks to win. I want the Knicks to win. Not to say that I also have 2 New York rappers or 3 or more on my wall right here. I'm clearly I like New York hip-hop. I like West Coast hip-hop too. And I like some South. Midwest too. I like the hip hop all around. If they make good music, then good music. But listening to rap music in the 90s, pretty much it was just the East and the West Coast. But yeah, man, I want New York to win this series. I think it'll be good for the city and good for the culture. And I think everybody thinks that. That's probably why they're going to win. Because if you ask me, it looks like San Antonio just gave up in the fourth quarter. I guess they were just like, yeah, we should just let them win. I mean, I'm pretty sure the energy in that stadium, arena, coliseum, whatever you call it, I'm sure it was magnetic. And you could feel it. You could feel it from the TV screen. Haven't felt that energy from watching basketball in a really long time. I really got to say that, man. Have not felt this energy in basketball in a long time. So, yeah, man. Last night, stars were born. I mean, they were already born. But now, after this final series, they're going to be officially born. And they're doing it in front of all of the rich and the wealthy and the privileged. Fat Joe, man. Everybody was saying too, how is Fat Joe getting courtside tickets? I know that he still ain't making that much money off of lean back. Oh, come on. Stop hating, man. He's a personality. He's a personality. He's got his podcast. He represents New York. He's also got that song, New York. Fat Joe has always been a major New York representer. Happy for Fat Joe. And Jimmy Fallon, just for that, Jimmy Fallon, did he get fired to Fat Joe or who did he get fired to? Jimmy Fallon needs to have Fat Joe on the show. I don't even know if Fat Joe has even gone on the Jimmy Fallon show yet. Imagine and that's what somebody said that got upset. I'll just say this too, real quick. Imagine all the networking opportunities that go on at these events. Like if you get into this event and you're able to get backstage And then you could just be like, oh yeah, by the way, you know, oh yeah, Fat Joe. Jimmy Fallon probably went up to him and was like, yeah, Fat Joe, we got to have you on the show one day. You know, probably always wanted to go on Jimmy Fallon, never got the opportunity to go on Jimmy Fallon. And now, you know, or maybe he did, I don't know. But it's like, oh, okay. Y'all was just courtside every Knicks game battling it out. Well, of course. Of course, man. Jimmy Fallon might be like, yo, man, you got to come on the show, man. We got to have you on the show. So we'll see. Hopefully that all goes well according to plan. Thank you guys again. I was going to look for some of the footage, but I guess it don't really matter. But yeah, man, thank you guys again. And we'll close out with Wu-Tang Rehearsal, because I felt that the rehearsal was almost just as interesting as the actual performance. Even though, you know, the performance doesn't really do it too much justice. They just put them on the center of the court and have them perform and do a rap song. But, I mean, I watched Cardi B, a little bit of her set. I didn't really watch her whole set and critique it. But I think I saw that she had some dancers with her. So I thought the Wu was going to bring out, like, some people with them at least. Or bring, you know, some kind of stage aesthetic out. But they didn't do that. So I was just kind of like, all right, I guess they're just going to rap on the court. But we'll see. We'll go ahead and close it out with the rehearsal if it plays. But yeah, thanks for watching. My name is beatGrade. Make sure you follow, like, subscribe. Shout out to the Wu-Tang. Shout out New York Knicks. Let's go, New York. Boom. I'm out of here. Peace. Pulling out gas fun. Just want to make sure y'all hear me. Shout out to Wu-Tang. Got them right here on the wall. So you know I'm a real fan. Wow, this footage actually looks better than the footage that was on TV or the footage that they filmed. I gotta say, I'm so happy. I just want to repeat, because they're rehearsing Cream right here, that they did Cash Rules Everything Around Me. No better place to perform this in front of all the rich, wealthy people.